What's up YouTube? I'm the Gaming Coach, and in today's video we're playing Watcher of Realms. Not only are we playing Watcher of Realms, but we are specifically checking out the Dwarven Association. So that's the market in this game, and we're going to go over what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, how it differs from other games, and a suggestion on how they can improve one of these markets. But first, let's roll that intro. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the location. The location is this market right here. You click on it, pulls up the black market. This black market is the thing that we're going to spend a lot of time on, telling you what you should buy, what you shouldn't buy, and how it works. So first of all, you need to realize that this refreshes every hour at the top of the hour. As you can tell on my timer down here, I'm 55 minutes away from it refreshing for free. So every hour it refreshes for free. It doesn't cost you anything. The next thing that we want to talk about is you have these free refreshes over here that will eventually start costing you gold, and then they'll eventually start costing you diamonds. So whenever we're doing these refreshes, we want to make sure we're doing all the free ones, and then I suggest you spend the gold also for it, but then you do not spend diamonds. You need to know that. So do not spend your diamonds on this. It's not worth it to me, but the gold is definitely worth it. Another thing that we need to talk about is that this market is way better than most games marketplaces. A lot of people just ignore the market completely in a lot of games. You do not want to do this in Watcher of Realms. It will hurt your account a ton. Okay, you definitely want to be getting things here, and I'll explain what you want to be getting. If your marketplace doesn't look like mine, that's because the market here actually levels up with you. So the things that I'm getting in my shop won't be what a new player has in their shop. Now on my free-to-play account, I do have it at a very low level still, and it is way different than this shop, obviously. I was able to get all of the slots enabled, which is another thing you're gonna wanna do as soon as possible. You want to make sure that you are unlocking each of these slots with your gold and your diamonds for the different slots, because it is going to be way worth it for you in the long run. So, things that we should buy. We should be buying these heroes at the top every time unless we are completely stocked full of them. One thing you do not want to be purchasing are the rare heroes that are up here. If you look right here, they value them at 80 diamonds, but you're going to be summoning so many rares as you play this game that you're going to max these guys out. Even though he is a good rare, unless you want one copy very early on, I would not do this. You know, they're valuing them at 80 diamonds. We know that we're going to be selling most of them for 30 diamonds. So that's a net loss there of 50 diamonds. The next thing that I look for are these insignias. If I can buy them with gold, I will. Anytime it's the blue or purple insignias, the rank 1s or 2s. Sometimes I'll skip on getting the rank 3s just because I'm going to be farming them anyways. That's where I get my extracts from. And so I don't necessarily pile them up whenever I'm only buying one at a time. I do not buy them for diamonds though, only whenever they're for sale for gold. So one thing that's different depending on where you're at in the game is if you're going to purchase gear or not inside here. If you're early on, it actually makes sense to buy some of these pieces of gear if they're an upgrade for you, or if they're a set that you're looking to complete and it's hard for you to farm because you don't want to waste your stamina farming that whenever you know you're going to be farming better gear very soon. And so I get purchasing them early on, but where I'm at in the game, there is never a time that I'm wanting to purchase the gear from inside the shop. So once we clear the entire page of the things that we're wanting to purchase, we're going to come down here and hit this free refresh button. One suggestion if you are early game is to wait until you're about done playing the game to do this, because like I said earlier, the shop kind of levels up with you. So if you're waiting, you might have a better shot of getting better things as you're refreshing your pages. So for me, I'm going to click refresh. It pops this up. I'm glad this popped up right here, and I'll explain in just a second. Okay, so right here we have the champions. We're going to get all of the heroes at the top. That is a must do if I'm wanting to level up / rank up my heroes eventually. One thing that you will never purchase is this right here. Never, ever, ever purchase this at full price in this shop. And I'll show you why. If you look, you get 60 stamina for 20 diamonds, right? 60 for 20. If we look at this one, we get 200 stamina for 60 diamonds. Just buying these. And guess what, guys? If you come over here, diamond shop, you can get one of these for 60 at any point. So it is a bad value to be getting these at 20 each. That will cost you diamonds in the long run. Do not do it. It is dumb. Don't do it. All right? So we're back to what we do want to get. Whenever a huge stamina potion is in here, you will always get it. It is one of the things you are looking for. When you click refresh, this is one of the things you want to see every time. Because at the end game, you're going to want to stockpile as many of these as possible because you're going to be farming thousands upon thousands of stamina trying to get the gear or artifacts that you're looking for. So this is always a must buy. Remember, do not buy, always buy. Better value here, bad value here. Literally negative value. So as we're going through here, I don't want gear. I'm not spending my diamonds on insignias. That cleared off that page. I'm hitting my refresh button. This is the second time I've hit free refresh. We are once again getting the heroes up top that we're buying with gold. We are not getting the blue. Auto fights. For me, I will always get these because I'm using so much stamina. I need so many auto fight chances. If you are early game, or if you have the privilege pack or whatever, you might not want to spend diamonds on this, but you will always want to spend your gold on it. So for me, I do spend my diamonds on these. You might not want to though, that's up to you. I'm not getting gear, I'm not getting gear, I'm not spending diamonds on insignias, and that completes my page. Third click of free refresh. I am getting all of the heroes up top. Immediately, you see this? This is a must buy. Huge stamina potion, must buy. Not getting gear. Not spending diamonds on insignias, but I will spend gold on insignias. That is all that I want on this page. So now instead of a free refresh, it is costing 500. So this is my fourth one. We are clicking all of the heroes up top. Another must buy just popped up for me. Anytime you can get a rare summoning crystal in here, you will get it, especially if it's got the discounted price on it, right? Because these are normally 88 each, or you can do a 10 pop for 880. So you want to get this. This is good value. I want to get my insignias for gold because I don't want to farm them, to be honest. I don't want to farm blues. I don't want to farm purples. I will farm the gold ones. I don't want any gear. I don't want to spend diamonds on insignias. We're moving on. Fifth refresh. You'll notice the price just went up for my next one, but I want to get all of the heroes up top. Huge stamina potion, must buy. Insignias for diamonds, no. Gear, no. We're moving on. Next refresh, right here, 1,000 gold. I'm getting all of the heroes up top. Sometimes these will be discounts, sometimes they won't. I don't care. They're better value to do this than when I'm farming them. I'm getting the auto fight. I'm getting the insignias, the blue ones and the purple ones if they're gold. I am not getting them for diamonds. Now that I have this page finished, you guys will see that it is now costing diamonds to refresh. And I told you, you're not going to want to do that, or at least I don't want to. If you want to, that's up to you. There are a couple things that I didn't see on my refreshes that I want to point out though. Okay, one, sometimes you can just get stamina, and that is a good value. Whenever you see the lightning bolt, that is stamina, but that is not stamina that you're using like the potions are, where you can use them and store them up. That is stamina that's going directly into your current stamina. So if that pushes you over the cap, maybe don't do it unless you're planning on farming right then. The other thing that I did not see while I was going through this are extracts. So there's the legendary extracts and the mythic extracts. Do not ever buy them in this shop. Do not ever. I don't know a single reason why you would. Okay, they are valued at like 400 diamonds. Do not spend 400 diamonds on those. When you get to the end game or even the mid game, maybe even early to mid game, you're going to have them. Okay, in game you're going to have tons and tons of them, and I'll show you what they look like real quick. Right here, this mythic extract. I have 77 of them that I'm not using currently. Okay, right here, legendary extract. I have 95 that I'm currently not using. I even donate these in guild. Like whenever that comes available to be donated in the guild stuff, I will donate those. That's how common I get them. Do not ever purchase them in the Dwarven Association. That is a terrible value. It does not help your account as much as if you were using those for summons or for stamina. If you just put that straight into stamina and you go farm that, you're gonna get more extracts than just purchasing it right away. Do not do that. Terrible value. So that about covers it for the black market. We're gonna move on to the next shop, which is the guild shop. So in the guild shop, the first thing I wanna point out is it refreshes each week. So it's gonna refresh on Monday. Every Monday in the United States, at least where I'm from, it refreshes at Monday, and I'm Central Time, so it refreshes at 2 o'clock a.m. Monday. All right. So the first thing that I look to purchase in this, and I will save my guild coins for the entire week until I get it, is the legendary skill crystal. I will save till I get 1600. I will buy it every single week. That is the thing that I am looking for. After I do that, I come up here and I purchase these 2 rare summoning crystals. The reason that I do that is I'm to the in-game point. If I was early game, I would highly consider getting the gold bonus whenever I'm farming gold. If I have enough stamina to get enough gold, that's going to be a game changer for me to be able to level up my gear. But where I'm at in the game, I actually just farm artifacts, and I farm them at such a high rate that I'm just selling those because a lot of them are not good. If you play the game, you know that. And so I sell them, and I don't need to farm the gold rate anymore. So that's why I don't personally buy this anymore, but if you're early game, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I would not suggest getting this because you're gonna be farming these organically anyways. You're gonna be leveling up, ranking up heroes, and if you're purchasing these, you're taking away from other things that it's a lot harder for you to farm. If I'm early game, I might consider getting the flawless meteorites. The radiant meteorites you're not gonna want once you're towards using flawless. And then the artifacts down here, they're very mid. They're not great, they're not bad. If you can farm some of the high-end artifact raid, then I would not be purchasing them unless I just have an abundance of guild coins, which if you're doing it right, you probably shouldn't have an abundance, to be honest with you. The demon soldiers up here, they are better value than they used to be. If you've been playing the game, you know that the old system was like god-awful value, but I still don't purchase these just because I am in desperate need of legendary skill crystals. That about covers this shop. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is the arena. The very first thing you need to know about the arena shop. Every single day, buy this immediately. Huge stamina right here. Purchase this every single day. One of the first things I do when I log into the game, I come to the shop, I purchase this. That way I don't forget. So this one is on a daily refresh. They then go to weekly refreshes, and then they go to monthly refreshes. So I am currently playing the game on the last day of January. So this will be a February 1st refresh right here. Notice how I have an abundance of arena coins right now? That is so I can buy these up immediately in case I need to for an event or something of that nature. So the priorities here for me. If it's the early part of the week and I have these unlocked, you know, if you're early game, these won't even be unlocked because you have to reach the different ranks as you're going along. But where I'm at in the game, I can reach the highest ranks. You know, I'm not gonna finish in Apex Overlord just because I don't spend that much on the game, but I can get to Overlord pretty easy, and so I have all these unlocked. So the first things that I'm buying, I am buying legendary skill crystals, I am buying the legendary summoning crystal, and then the ancient summoning crystals. I am purchasing these as soon as I possibly can at the beginning of the month. Every single day, I am buying this huge stamina potion. Each week, I am buying the rare summons. If I have any left over, I will be purchasing legendary skill dust. Normally, I don't need it, but whenever I'm working on heroes or if I'm doing content and I'm trying to get their skills up, I do need the dust, so I will buy this if I have an abundance of coins left over. You know, I actually like the arena a lot, so I do spend a lot of time in the arena. I usually use all the chances I get each day, my opportunities to play the arena, and so I get an abundance of these coins, and since I'm finishing such a high rank, I also get the weekly bonus whenever the week resets, and it gives you the huge payoff in the arena. So once again, buy this every day. If you can purchase these, you're gonna want to. If not, you're definitely gonna wanna get this. And if you are very early game, or to mid game even, I guess, this is a good bonus right here. This EXP bonus for only 35 arena coins is a great value. If you are free to play, even these epic skill crystals are going to be worth it for you. You know, it's going to be hard for you to be free to play and early game to unlock these slots. So if you can, this is not a bad value. Like, there are definitely a ton of epics in this game that are just as good of legendaries, if not better, and you're going to want their skills up. So EXP bonus, good. Epic skill crystal, good. If you're to the point in the game that I'm at, though, you're skipping over these two. And that about wraps up the arena shop. Next is the shop that I think needs to be completely redone. Like, this is the one thing in the shop that I would suggest Moonton completely just does away with their current system and redoes it completely. And I'll show you why. So this Awakening shop, I don't think it benefits early players, I don't think it benefits late players, I don't think it benefits whales, and I don't think it benefits free to play. And I'll explain. So, if you are to the point in the game where I'm at, you have most of your epics at A5 because you just get so many summons in this game, and that's awesome. I love that about this game. One of my favorite things about the game is if you just play it, you're gonna get a ton of summons, and that's amazing. But what happens is you start getting an abundance of epic awakening tokens. As you can see, I have 45,000 plus. So I only purchase these auto fight chances with them, and you can buy 2 of those, so you're getting 100 auto fight chances each week. As you can see, the refresh down here is each week. Now, the other thing that I will get is if there happens to be one of these heroes down here that I do not have A5, I will purchase them immediately, because why not? I have such an abundance of this currency that I might as well. At the end of the week, if I have not farmed up XP, I will actually purchase this EXP bonus just because it costs 50. It's awesome value for someone that has an account like mine. So I would use this for that purpose right here and this purpose right here. That is about the only purpose that I can see in this shop. Because these right here, great rewards. Would love to get Salazar right here. Would love it, would absolutely love it. I wish I could get him because I have him, I just don't have him awakened. So I would love to have an A1 Salazar, but I can't. And reason being is the only time you're gonna have this currency right here, the legendary awakening token, is if you have a legendary that is A5'd. Otherwise, I would never be selling your legendary heroes just to get these tokens. It just doesn't make sense to me because you never know what they're gonna buff, what they're gonna nerf. You never know the game as it's gonna go forward, how the changes are gonna be made, or if new content comes out that turns out some old hero that I thought wasn't good becomes super valuable. I don't want to sell off any legendary unless I have them already A5'd. And for me, I have Kai A5'd and I still pulled more of him. That is the only one I have A5'd. That's why I have 200 of this, is because I've pulled 2 more of them. You get 100 legendary awakening tokens per legendary that you're selling. That is awful value, like terrible value. Unless you are a mega whale, you're not going to be doing that. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, comment down below, do you have an A5 legendary? If you don't, you're probably never going to purchase any of these, ever, because you don't have them A5, nor are you pulling extra after that. You know, I am fortunate, quote unquote, / unfortunate, to have pulled a ton of the hero Kai. And so then I have 200 extra that I don't want to spend because eventually I want to get up to 400. God knows I'll pull more Kai. He's coming to my account again. Eventually I'll be able to get one of these souls just because the game loves to give me one individual character. But outside of that, this shop needs to be completely redone. The value is awful for your legendaries. All you're getting is 100 coins for selling off something that they think is worth at least $50. And I know that because of the value in their packs. So at least $50, possibly more. If you're going to pity, you're going to like $200, $250 value for one of them. And yet they give you 100 legendary awakening tokens. Are you kidding me? Like, come on, we can do a little bit better than that, right, Moonton? But once again, the rest of the market, amazing. Love it. The black market, One of my favorite like low-key things in this game is how good the market actually is and how it helps your account. If you're coming from another game, you know that most markets are completely worthless. Like there was a time that I'd go like a couple months without ever checking the market, and that was okay in other games. This one, I'm clicking as soon as that red dot appears where it's refreshed. I know that the hours come up. Sometimes I lose track of time playing this game, but I know whenever I see that red dot, it's time to click it. That is awesome. Great job on 2.5 of the shops, and not a great job on this one. We need to redo this one. I know that they have been talking about redoing this one, so I'm hoping they redo it right. We don't want to miss it twice. If you're going to do this, this is an important part of the game, because if you're summoning something like me, whenever I summon Kai again, I'm not very happy. Like if I'm waiting to see that gold, I get that excitement. Yes, finally a legendary. And it's one that I've already maxed out. And then you're telling me the only value they have is 1/4 of one of these. That does not make me feel very good. So that needs to be fixed. I hope it does get fixed. I hope what they do is a much better system going forward. So if they've already done it and you're watching this video, I'm sorry, but this is how the old system was and it was awful. All right. So that covers the shop, guys. If you have any questions about what you should be getting, what you shouldn't be getting, what's great, how the shop levels up with you, let me know in the comments down below. If this video helped you out at all, please help me out by hitting that subscribe button. I'm still a young channel at the point of making this video, and I need all the subscribers that I possibly can so that I can eventually reach that YouTube partner program that I'm hoping to get to. But until our next video, guys, I'm the Gaming Coach, and I'll catch y'all later.